You know?
I do want to say sometimes I think we do get caught in the verbiage. Like, I'll give y'all another example, right?
Right.
On this show, or just in any relationship podcast, the word submissive, always comes up, right? And women, they hate that word.
Not
submissive.
necessarily.
Hear me out. They hate that word submissive. But if we replace that word with cooperative, then it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I can do that. Like, we get so caught up in the verbiage sometimes. It's like, that's like from training to teaching to leading. So y'all say, a lot of women say they want a man to lead. Leading can look like a form of training. Like, it don't got to be, y'all looking at training as like very militant, like he's trying to control me, he's trying to dictate what I can do.
Because that's
like,
what the word train is.
Again, y'all getting caught in the verbiage. Like, he could use another word, like I could teach you. Like, it's the same thing. Training and teaching is the same thing.
I just feel like it's the way, the delivery of what you say, how you say it. It's also because, like they say, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. If you say, hey, babe, listen, let me show you how to love me, like in a gentle way, in a gentle form, why would I take that offensive? But if it's like, bitch, you need to learn how to love, like, you know what I'm saying? Imagine the difference in between that. You get what I'm saying? There's some men that come off aggressive like that, just, it's like, what are you doing? Like, why would you even say, why would you think of your girl like that?
When you apply for a job, you gotta go through training. You
of
don't
course.
have a problem with that?
Of course.
You ain't never look at your employer like, damn, you trying to train me. You trying to dictate what I'm trying to, like, you trying to control me.
Okay, but that's not that's the difference. I have to go through this training in order to get the job. This, I don't have to go through a training in order to get you, because when I got you, you wanted me and I wanted you, and that was originally the thing. Now we're learning each other.
You gotta go
now
through the
we're
training
learning
to keep
each
me
other.
It's first of all, relationships is a job. You gotta work. You gotta work at it.
And you're
know
not wrong about that.
And when you go to a job, you comfortable with going through training and learning how to do that job.
Yeah.
In a relationship, you should be okay with going through training and learning how to love that person. It's the same thing.
Or you get fired, just like your employee.
And
it's the same thing.
I don't mind learning how to be like, learning how to love somebody, but like I said, once again, it's the way you're showing me how to love you. If you're showing me how to love you in a crazy manner, it's no way that I'm going to have to agree with that. You're showing me how to love you, but you're doing it in a way that I cannot agree with. Maybe this is not the way I know how to learn.
What's your thoughts?
I agree with the fellas on this, and you as well. Only thing is, you got, like the fella said, y'all taking a word too literal, because I can tell you in a gentle way, and I can be like, yo, babe, let me train you to be the woman I love. But I still use the word train.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But just because I said soft,
he said it with a gentle voice.
Right.
It got to be at
the right
way. But the problem is that with women, it got to be the right temperature, the right day.
Stars got to.
Why is that a problem though?
The stars got to align.
Because in life, only men that's trying to keep a woman happy has to deal with that. I don't have to deal with the fact that you say I don't need a man.
You don't have to try to keep me happy if I'm happy.
I don't have to deal with I would have to deal with the part that when women say, oh, I love you, but I don't need a man. Women say that all the time. We got to understand that shit, and that shit stink as fuck.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? We hear that all the time. Oh, I do it for myself, and I did this by myself, and did. When you be like, hold the fuck up. I don't remember the last time you paid all the bills by yourself, motherfucker. I was here. You get what I'm saying? But men have to sit here and continuously take that, and we have to deal with the fact that we always got to be gentle, soft, respectful. And I'm not saying that that's a problem. What I'm saying is women are not seeing how they are approaching men.
I agree with you to a certain extent, because I literally was just in a relationship where I was having issues with understanding my partner, because I felt like I wasn't taking the time to actually learn him as a person, because I already knew how I was as a person, and I felt like the way I went through, same thing when we was talking about trauma and everything, what I went through and everything, I was really putting that into relationship. At the end of the day, I feel like I don't, as of right now as a woman, I don't feel like I have a problem with my man wanting me to do different and wanting to lead me. And you see, I like the words you're using. Maybe words have to do a big thing, because we do take everything literal. We are emotional creatures. Yeah. So when you say a certain thing to us, it might not be a sting to y'all because y'all are men. But for us, if you say,
I think that the misconception of that, you guys think it doesn't bother us.
Well, exactly.
I'm telling you, as a man, when a woman says, I don't need a man, or I can do it on my own, those things are triggering in a sense, for a man that's providing a lifestyle for
and I agree with you.
But that comes from the trauma of protecting yourself.
That is not no trauma. That is women not.
It's protecting yourself.
No, it's not.
From being hurt.
I don't feel like
it's
that's
I'm speaking for me. I'm protecting myself from being hurt. If I'm saying I don't need you, if you feel like I need you, that's not the thing.
But see, that's
because I don't want you to think that. Like I want you, but I don't want to have to feel like I need you to a certain extent.
No, that's wrong. I think you need to
maybe
accept
you feel
the fact,
that way.
No, we need to accept that we need each other.
No, it's true. And then I
about to say that.
I did say that earlier before the podcast started. I said men need women and women.
You can't say
but
that
in the same
on one
token,
hand,
I don't, because I do everything on my own. I do.
So does he. Like, you know,
I'm
I do.
I'm about to say that because I speak from a woman perspective too. I agree with what you're saying. You feel me? Because I've been married, I've been divorced. I know how it is to have a man in your house and you play that role. I agree. You can't say you don't need someone, especially with the opposite sex. I feel like every man needs a woman, every woman's a man. That's why God made men and women.
What's good, YouTube? We got off on an interesting start. So, of course, it's the Daily Wrap-Up crew. And their take is about, women hating certain words. Submissive, this, that, and the other, right? For my take, it's very simple. I feel like if you get with the wrong partner before you get with the right partner, right? A person could say the same words, not in the same way necessarily, but say the same words, and based on the bad example, you will be triggered thinking it's going in the same track. But it actually could mean something different from the good person, from the next person in a relationship that is going to treat you better. So that's why healing is very important. Sometimes people work and be able to heal while in a relationship. Others need to be to themselves to heal. But some healing involves interaction and engagement to see the difference, to correct certain instances. Because if you were in a bad relationship, if you were in a toxic relationship or abusive relationship before, you're still going to be kind of jumpy. No matter how much you try to heal for yourself, you still need to be around the next person that means well by you and still understand that they're not out there to get you. Still understand that doesn't mean they're necessarily abusive, right? And it's a trial. It's training to be done in a sense. It's a lesson that we have to learn. Men and women, we all get hurt. And I think we cling on to that pain for too long. I think we kind of use it as a scar, as a reminder not to go through something. But at the same time, we're so ready to jump the gun before asking the questions or seeing it for what it really is or vetting people out. I mean, this goes to vetting people out. Did you ask the right questions while y'all were dating? Did you ask the right questions when y'all was getting to know each other? Like, why are you in a deep relationship or feel like you're in a deep relationship when you don't do as deep or thorough of questioning, vetting, and communication that you should be doing at this stage, you know? That's what it comes down to. Guys, I don't understand why women, yes, your dad, if you grow up with your dad and your dad decided to be stoic, right? You went to school with all of these different type of boys in school. You meant to tell me you got a chance to be around your dad that was stoic and you never realized while you was in school that all the boys that were your classmate and this, that, and the other weren't as stoic. So there was different sorts of men or sorts of boys that would become men down the line. That never dawned to be a possibility in your head. Or are you just hell-bent on only looking for a guy to be similar to your dad. Because I'm not, like, when I talk to a girl, I don't really talk to a girl to be similar to my mom. That doesn't come to my mind. My mom has some very nice traits about her, but that doesn't automatically go into the picture of what I'm looking for myself, or pertaining to what type of woman I would want, you know? So, I don't understand it. I think sometimes hurt people, for sure. Sometimes we gotta give ourselves and give each other grace to hear each other out instead of just cutting each other off or jumping in one in front of, and give each other dedicated time to really hear each other out for real.
That was the point we made. We're supposed to be equal. You feel me? I feel like in this generation, women has had to do so much for ourselves that we got into this mentality of being like, oh, I don't need that because I had no choice. I had no choice but to do it for myself. I feel like if it was maybe like men put in a little bit more effort, and I'm not saying just putting money in, and I'm not just saying just spending it out, but actually just being there, maybe we wouldn't have such a mentality of being like, I got this on my own. I'm used to it. Even though I'm not saying it's correct and I'm not saying it's something that we should do, but it's something that we had to learn to have to do, that now we are stuck in this type of mentality of I have to do this, I need to do this, and it's like almost like for the men that don't have to do that.
They don't like strong women.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
Oh, you're trying to be a man. Like, I'm not trying to be a
I don't feel that. I don't agree with that. I don't feel like men don't like strong women.
Most men don't.
Okay.
See, we're not getting anywhere with everybody talking.
That's fine. If you don't feel that way, that's amazing. But there's some men that are intimidated by strong women.
Most men aren't.
No, I don't feel that way. I feel like
only speak for yourself though, because somebody else, you can't speak for another man.
So who are you speaking for then?
Myself.
Okay, so then you can only speak for yourself.
That's what I said.
So then, but you can't say most men like
intimidated. Most of the men I've dealt with were intimidated by me. That's what I'm saying.
That's what you should.
And that's what I just said.
Okay.
I worded it and said it again. Most men that I've dated are intimidated by my strong will. I don't feel that way. It's been known. It's been known. We're not together. Clearly, I'm not with them. They've been intimidated by who I am.
Multiple reasons.
See, this don't make sense. It's one thing if women literally recorded or had a screenshot like they always do, have their receipts that said that the guy said he was intimidated by the way that she approached stuff. I don't think guys is not intimidated. Most guys that I know, including myself, there's not been one woman that I've been with that I've ever been intimidated by. Now, they can sit there and be strong-willed, and that's great. But you gotta eventually allow me to help you, and you help me, and we have each other. I feel like you not doing that makes the progress of the relationship stun a bit of it. It can be annoying. I don't think I would ever feel intimidated. I'll be more annoyed because it'll come off as the impression that you want to be the man in a relationship. You want to lead in a relationship. And I don't mind women making decisions. I don't. Like, there's some women out here that know how to make some good decisions. But most of the time, majority of the time, guys naturally are good at making decisions for the nucleus, for the bigger picture, for us, not just for him. And if you feel like, if you just so happen to feel like that's not true because of the man you talk to, then you just answered your concern. The men you talk to just happen to be selfish. All the men you talk to just happen to be selfish, and you never bother to try to date a guy that wasn't selfish. Are you not selfish? Are you selfless? If you answer all of that and those things start aligning, then results in the relationship will change. It will vary. It will be better. But if you are the same person that's sitting there feeling like, oh, this guy was selfish, this, what was the, like, correct story, paint the picture to give me the example of how this person was selfish. It can't be something materialistic. Like, it got to be something you got to describe for the bigger picture. Like, you in a relationship, not trying to, like, talk about a date or spending money on this or that. It got to be like, oh, we had a chance to make an investment for us to get a house, and he didn't want to get a house, or something like that. Something long term, not short term. Because you can't sit there and deem a person selfish on short term or things that only one person wants and not both, per se, or things that is not geared towards building the relationship into a marriage. If that makes sense.
You could just be an unpleasant partner. It's not.
I'm a
nothing
great
to do
partner.
with.
I know I'm a
It's
great
nothing
partner.
to do with your.
I know myself.
Like,
you're a great partner. Look, you said you know yourself.
I know myself. I'm a great partner.
But look, this is a problem that most women don't understand.
I know
the problem, you can make yourself happy. Doesn't mean you make a man happy.
Necessarily, you're right. And that's why I say I could just be by myself. I don't need a man because I do make myself happy.
You are look.
I do.
You're missing the point.
I want you to understand what you're saying is the evidence to the problem. You keep saying that a man.
It's no problem. See, that's the problem that you want to make it a problem. I think that's the problem. You want to make it a problem.
You one of those that don't listen.
Can I say something?
I don't.
You one of those that don't listen.
I don't.
I'm telling you.
I don't.
And you think that's good for a relationship?
I didn't say it was.
This is my girl.
Did I say it was good for a relationship?
This is my girl.
See, y'all just putting stuff in my mouth.
I fuck with her.
I never said it
You
was
feel me?
good for a relationship.
But at the end of the day, like when we was explaining about sisters, me and her have two different ways of thinking. You feel me? I don't agree with what she's saying. I do feel like I need a man in my life because at the end of the day, I'm a mother. We do have different feelings. Right? Feel me? Even though I've been through horrible relationships,
bless you.
I've been through niggas cheating on me. I've been through dealing with the single motherhood. I've been through having to do things on my own. I still feel like I would love a man to have to take off that weight for me, so I don't have to want to do it. So for me, like I wouldn't even tell like. I feel like I look at love different. I wouldn't tell a man like, I got this. I could do it on my own. Because at the end of the day, I don't want to. I had to. That doesn't mean I fucking want to. Like if a man could want to do that for me, that'd be great. But the problem is for me, runs right over you. I feel like once I start putting that in there that, hey, I need this, I would like this, men start to switch it up for me. And the fact that I'm using them, or you just want me for this, or you just need me for this. But at the end of the day, it's like I said, it's equal. If I'm helping you in being a man and having you take the leadership in doing that, I need that shit.
Helping me and being a man.
Thing back. So at the end of the day, if you're not giving that back to me, of course I'm gonna go back to the same mentality of me feeling like, I gotta do this. I don't have to do this. 'Cause at the end of the day, I'm paying bills still by myself. I'm still taking care of my kids by myself. Not saying that you have to do that, because at the end of the day you don't. But if you coming into my life as a man and you want to take that step, I need that done. And if you can't help me with the same thing as a man, then what the fuck are we doing here? So it's like I get what you're saying. Of course I get that mentality. I don't need it, you, right? But of course I don't want to feel that way. I don't want to feel like I don't have to need a man. I want a nigga to have to need me the same way I want them. I want a nigga to want me the same way I want them. But it's fucking hard when it comes to this generation because everybody has a different mentality of trying to do for themselves. I got this. Even with men too.
It seems like
I got this. I can do this, and it's like it gets to a point where it's like, fuck it, I'm gonna have to do this by myself. Not saying that I don't feel happy. Like I'm disagree with you for that. I don't feel great. I'm used to. I got used to being by myself. That I'm okay with it.
But I'm happier by myself. But when I'm with a man, I just feel like they always like try to take that away from me, my happiness. Yeah.
Ladies, let's try this. If you feel like your happiness get slowed down or get stopped or reduced every single time you're in a relationship, then you don't want a relationship, let alone a marriage. And guys should feel the same way as well. If your happiness is going to get in the way or be slowed down or whatever by a relationship, you don't want a relationship, you don't want a marriage. Why is it so important? What position, what thought process, what point in time in your life are you honestly going to sit here and tell me that you're happy all the time? You may be excited, enthusiastic, positive about the progress you're making, the moves that you're making, but there's not that many people in this life that is just happy all the time. I'm sorry. There's not going to always be happy moments. Life is a roller coaster. There's going to be good times, there's going to be bad times. There's going to be times that are fun. There are going to be times that you're screaming, and you're screaming not because it's fun. And if you just want to make yourself happy, then be single and continue to make yourself happy. There's a compromise that both men and women have to do to be supportive of wanting to be with each other. Point blank, simple. You have to understand not only how you moved, but also how that guy moved to make everything work. You can sit here, and don't get me wrong, a lot of single moms will go out here and make it work, make it happen, and have a structure, have a system. Some of them just be winging it, don't have a structure, don't have a system. So if somebody comes into your life that wants to talk to you and is willing to take care of your kids, and by chance has a better system or structure, way to go about it, how would you be able to trust them with it if you won't even share the reins? I'm not even saying let go, because as a mom, as a parent, you're never going to let go of those reins. But if you want somebody to help you with that weight, to help you redirect the direction, if the man is going to be trusted to take care of the kids that's not his, out of respect and reflection of love that he has for you, you got to share the reins. The reins are going to be different. You're going to be moving different. The direction is different. All right? But if you are so hell-bent on moving the way that you want to move, like, it's one thing if the guy didn't know how to take care of kids at all. That's one thing. Hey, if the guy has experience, if the guy has knowledge to lead or figure things out or have a system that shows results that the kids will do better or have care or good intentions towards the kids and then some, right? You got to give it a chance. Otherwise, you shouldn't expect him to pay for stuff pertaining to the kids if you're not even going to allow him to share the reins with you. Share the responsibility, share the weight. All right? And that's what happens a lot nowadays. A lot of women, once they get a hold of something, they want to control it. Once they figure out how to make it work for them, it's like their way is the only way that works. Even though there's literally better ways to go about it, more cost effective, more efficient, more, treating them less spoiled, but still getting them the results, all of that stuff, just because it's not her way, they just lose it. You gotta share the weight. You gotta share the reins at some point. It's not going to be the same. It's not going to be your full control if you really want this guy to be in your life. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. Till next time. Till next video. Peace.
To all my haters out there, fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, bitch.